Another week, another brand new case of cars. Welcome back, guys, to March Madness on the Disney Docket channel. That's right, here we are back with Case F of 2020 singles to unbox. And yeah, it's really been a phenomenal month of March. Every week so far, we've unboxed 24 singles out of a new case that Mattel has pumped out. I have to applaud Mattel. They have been doing a phenomenal job pumping out new cars. And although some people have been complaining that the cars in the cases aren't exactly as good as they have been in the past, like if we look at Case F from last year, you'll probably say it was a heck of a lot better than the Case F of this year. But nonetheless, let's get into it and then we'll make the decision. Let's make the judgment after we unbox the case, guys. And of course, you can see here on the outside, I have Tim Treadless and Rust-eze Racing Center McQueen. And that could hint to maybe what's in the case. I don't know all that's in the case, so we're going to find out together. And as always, I get my cases from GetMeCollectibles, so I'll put his info in the description below if you'd like to contact him and buy a case yourself. So yeah, Case F here. Case G, of course, is next, and although that may seem like common sense, Mattel does skip some letters like I and O because they look like numbers, but G does not. Got the handy dandy T out. How are you guys doing on this lovely Saturday afternoon or whenever you're watching this? Replay is obviously a big factor in YouTube, so whenever you're watching this, let me know, and let me know how you're doing, guys. Hopefully everybody's staying safe with the COVID-19 virus, despite it kind of, being a big part of the media nowadays. But anyways, here we have the case all opened up, and I'm really liking what I see in this top corner here. So we're gonna start off with a bang. I cannot believe they included two Silver the Kings. So if you guys did not see my Case E unboxing last week, of course, definitely check it out in the card suggestion pop-up in the top right-hand corner. But yeah, Silver the King was new to that case, so it was his first release then. And now if you missed him, because there's only one, well, bam, you got two more. That's awesome. Mattel, really, that is phenomenal. These will sell easy peasy lemon squeezy. The King already is a high seller, so if you just were to release the regular version, I'm sure they'd sell. But now they silverized as a brand new release. That's awesome. Really happy to see two of them. I know I say this literally every unboxing, like, wow, I can't believe Mattel is including multiples nowadays of the new cars. But I'm serious. That is unusual if you look at historically what cars has been. Here we have Lightning McQueen with racing wheels from the World Grand Prix. We've seen him many times before, so nothing special there. Here we have another reissue, along with peg warmer Dinoco Cruz. Don't really care about her. Do believe that Conrad Camber is in this case, though. Finally, he gets his re-release. But here we have Bill. Now, Bill was included in Case E as well as a pretty significant re-release, because now he has plastic tires. He's now made in Thailand, and before he was of course only available from China with rubber tires in that Walmart exclusive series in fall of 2017. Love his artwork. On the back you can see Jambalaya Chimichanga, Liability, and APB. Superfly will be coming soon, most likely actually he is definitely in Case G, so stay tuned. I don't know when I'll be getting Case G. I'm actually recording this super early. I'm recording this on March 10th, just so I get all the cars in one spot and I can determine which ones I can open, like which ones have the better card and whatnot. Speaking of cards, Smokey here does not have a good one, and it's kind of surprising because literally the last case when I opened him up, he did not have a good card either, so I don't know, something about Smokey or just bad luck, but yeah. Kind of crunchy down there. The blister's kind of coming off. Oh well, no big deal. I probably will donate some of these to charity just because I have so many extras from the cases. But he is now in the Florida 500 series. And he has been in the collar pin before, so kind of new, at least to the last case. Here we go. 2 Billy Oilchangers. Now, Billy here was included in Case E. It was his first Thailand release. And now if you missed him, you get 2 more shots. So that's awesome, again, that they're including a relatively popular car and 2 of him. Because, I mean, Piston Cup Racers are so popular, 2 would definitely sell. This one's on a good card. This one, my God, look at how halfway detached, essentially, the blister is. That is terrible. And it's crunched. Dang. I'm going to have to contact GetMeCollectibles and see what's going on here. I know it's probably not his fault, but... Oh, here we go. Conrad Camber. So this is Conrad Camber's first Thailand release, so pretty significant. He was released 2 years ago from China, and actually has become kind of rare, so I'm sure a lot of people will be anxious to get him the second time around if they missed him the first. Of course, the Shiny Wax Next Gen. His card's a little beat up in the corner there as well. Hate to see it. Really hate to see it, but it is what it is. On the back here, you don't see any new Next Gens, unfortunately. But don't worry, I'm sure we'll be getting plenty more, or at least the ones that we need in the future, like Rev and Go, Vinyl Toupee, Spearmint, Carbon Cyber, and maybe even the Apple car. That'd be pretty sweet. Here we have Sheriff for the 3rd case in a row. Hopefully he doesn't become a peg warmer because they have been including a lot of him. But at least this card's better than the last one. Of course, a classic Radiator Springs Townie, along with those other ones on the back. Well, Greta's not really a classic Townie, but these 3 are. Awesome. Well, here we go. This is exciting. So first we have a peg warmer Jackson Storm in the Copper Canyon Speedway series. So yeah, the necessary Jackson Storm. They include every case. His card's all jacked up too. I hate to see it. Really don't need any more Jackson Storms, but I will gladly take another Cupcake Lightning McQueen. That's awesome. His card is super janky. His blister's crunched, and it's a little messed up down here. But I will be opening this one. See, this is why I wanted to open Case F here before I reviewed like Cupcake McQueen and Silver the King, so I would, discern which one I should open and which one I should keep in the package. So I'm happy that I did that. Otherwise, I'd be pretty upset with myself. But yeah, if you missed Cupcake McQueen from Case E, which is the case he was new to, now you have a second chance to get him. This card's all not that great either, but pick your poison, I guess. Funny flashbacks, and you can see you have Kurt with bug teeth on the back. I'm pretty sure in this case we should be getting another funny flashback car, which would be pretty nice. We'll see. Over here, oh, here we go. Here's a new car. This is the first new car technically to the case, Silver Tim Treadless. So that's why I did have Tim Treadless off to the side there. And yet again, Mattel is granting our wishes and including 2 of him. So of course, I'm sure, both of these will sell because they're new releases. I'm sure probably they would sell to the same person. Half the time, people come in looking for multiples like myself. Well, at least I used to when I didn't buy cases. Very, very nice. So yeah, this is the 5th silver release. They show the other 4 there on the back. Awesome. I'm really excited for Silver Tim because now we can compare him to the mini racer. And I guess you could do the same thing for the King as well. I like the gray eyelids. It adds a nice tone to him. He's also kind of metallic because if you were to compare him to just the Thailand Tim Treadless, the paint does not look like that. So this is kind of like a silver and metallic release of Tim Treadless, which is really nice. So I will be reviewing this guy soon as well. I will be opening this one because it's all janky, and this one is perfecto. Awesome. Excelente. Here we go. Kris Revstopski with the white flag. So she was kind of a new variant in the last case, Case E. She was released in December in Case Y of 2019 with a green flag, and now they have updated her with a white flag, so more people buy her. What did we expect, honestly? They did the same thing with Jackson. They did the same thing with Dexter Hoover, who was the flag waver from Cars 1. I think it would have been cool, though, if Pixar had Dexter come back as the flag waver instead of a new character, but I understand why they did it. Same thing with like Charlie Checker and Pat Traxon. I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool to see those Cars 1, the original Cars 1 characters back. I think that would have really enhanced the movie. But they probably had the thought like, we could sell more diecast if we change them. So that's what they did. No biggie though. Here we have 2 World Grand Prix Racers, it seems. Francesco's first release to Blue Desert. He has not been released in a while. He was released from China, I believe. Or was he released from Thailand? I'm not sure, but I know he was released like 2 years ago from China, and it was actually a pretty rare release of him. So for those who are big Francesco fans, I do like Francesco a lot. So it's nice to see him back in the mix. Always love to see Cars 2 cars, just because a lot of people seem to forget about them when they're actually pretty nice. Same thing here with Miguel Camino. This is is it his first Thailand release? I don't think so, but it is his first Blue Desert release. There's so many variants now with Thailand and Blue Desert. It's really hard for me to keep track, so please leave your corrections in the comments below. I do know for a fact, though, this is his first Blue Desert release. Whether or not it's his first Thailand release, though, I kind of doubt it is. I really think I don't know, it could be. I don't remember him ever being released as a single before, but I could very well be wrong. But yeah, nice to see him back in the mix as well. And here we go with a funny flashback car, Wasabi Mouth Mater. So yet again, a Cars 2 release. Love to see it. Love to see it. Just love that artwork as well. Of course, if you guys don't remember from Cars 2, when Mater thought it was pistachio ice cream at the Tokyo party, but it was actually wasabi. So he takes a big hunk and just absolutely lights his mouth on fire and has to drink from the decorative waterfall where Miles Axelrod was introducing each of the World Grand Prix racers. This card's a little jacked up as well. Not happy about that, but maybe I'll open him. Although he has been released before many, many years ago. So this is just his first Thailand release. If you notice, he does not have the 95 logo there on the artwork, but he does on the diecast, and the diecast is correct on this one. Usually it's kind of the other way around. But yeah, now you can see his little strange prototype image where it shows just a basic Mater with a touch of green in there. It looks so weird that way because, I mean, come on. He has to have this expression to make it work. Mater would certainly not have a straight face like he does here with wasabi in his mouth. So I do find that kind of comical. But yeah, it's nice to see him back for those who missed him several years ago. I know he was released in a couple multi-packs. I don't think it was ever released as a single, though. So definitely an interesting release for them to come out with. Here we go. 2 more Piston Cup Racers. So love that Mattel is including multiples of the Piston Cup Racers because they're definitely more popular than the average car. And Mattel is really taking advantage of that and realizing what fans actually want. Card's all messed up. Kevin Shiftright, so the Clutch Aid Racer. Now, this artwork is very familiar to me because I remember he was released in 2017, 3 years ago, in the Prix Cars 3 mainline. So when they came out with like Fighting Face Mater and Vladimir Trunkov with Car Boot and all those guys, he was in case, I think it was A of that year with like Flick. There weren't any new cars in the case, but there were some cool reissues. And I could not find this guy for the life of me. You know, I found Flick, but I could not find Kevin. And I did finally find him one day at Target. It's funny how when you can't find a car for an extended period of time, it actually makes them more memorable. And so now 3 years later, he is released from Thailand. First time. You can see the eyes are a little bit different in there. Decals don't look that bad, though. They're definitely improving. They don't look that grainy to me. A lot of people were saying Jonas Carver's was looking grainy. I didn't really see it that much. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'm sure he was a little grainy, but I tend to look on the bright side, and I didn't quite notice that he was that grainy. Here we have Bobby Swift. So he was included his first time for Blue Desert in Case E. There was actually 2 of him. And now a third one that may cause a little peg warming situation just because Bobby is really not that popular since he's been released so many times, especially from Thailand as a single before and in a 2-pack. I think he was released in a 2-pack. Actually, I think it was just released as a single. The 2-pack was Brick and Cal. Yeah. I feel like there's so many releases nowadays. It's ridiculous. He's still wiggling around in there, though. Which is kind of funny. The trim on his rims looks a little bit more apparent to me now. See that orange trim around the gray? I feel like he did not have that before. I'm sure he did, but it just looks more obvious to me now coming from Thailand. But he has been released from Thailand before. On the back, we've had all those already. Hopefully we can get some more cool releases from Copper Canyon because I just really think the series has a lot of potential. Here we go. Here's the regular Tim Treadless. So I can show you guys what I was talking about with him being shinier than, or the metallic silver version being way shinier than the regular version. You can see that this is like a bronze, whereas this is like a bright Fanta orange. So it's really cool that they actually made this essentially silver and metallic Tim, especially when you compare it to the regular version. So this is really cool that they have both in the case. So it kind of gives you like a chase versus, regular impression, even though there's actually 2 of silver and only 1 of him. And again, this could create a little peg warming situation because there were 2 of Tim Treadless in the last case, and it was his first Thailand and Blue Desert release. So I don't know. I'm sure he'll still be popular, but same thing with Harvey Rodcap, who kind of became a little bit of a peg warmer. And Harvey, I'd say, is a little more popular than Tim. Tim may fall victim to that same unfortunate fate. Not for Silver Tim, though. Both of these will definitely sell. Is that a nice little wrinkle in the decal? Look at that. He's got a scar. Look at that. That's funny. All right, moving right along. We're going to just get APB here out of the way. So APB was released in case B and C of 2020. Then was not in D or E. And now she is back in case F. Card's a little jacked up, but no big deal. I'm pretty sure she'll sell. I don't see many of her on the pegs. And here is probably the most exciting, or at least for me personally, because I love this variation of McQueen, but this is the new release, the second one after Silver Tim. Muddy Rust-eze Racing Center Lightning McQueen. Dang, that's a long name. But yeah, this is the McQueen that appeared during the Demolition Derby after Mr. Drippy exploded, essentially, and rinsed off McQueen, revealing his true identity to the crowd, and of course, Miss Fritter. So you can see that he's all worried because he's like, oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. But he's still super muddy. His tires are all muddy, and his decals are a little worn down there. He's got the water on the windows, which is a nice touch. The only problem is, though, is that his wheels are still intact, whereas in the movie, one of them kind of gets popped by Miss Fritter's stop sign. So that is a little unfortunate, but we're going to have to look past that. I really love his expression, so that's why I'm so happy to see him. And his artwork is also kind of interesting. I mean, it shows him all wet and muddy, but he's smiling, which is a little strange. Don't know why they do that exactly, but I think it's to appeal to kids. The more smiles, the more fun, the more appealing, I guess. And he is in the Thunder Hollow series with the ones that we've already seen. And there's the little picture of him. Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching my unboxing of 2020 Singles Case F. Let me know in the comment section below which car in this case is your favorite. Of course, here are the 2 new releases, Muddy, Rust-eze Racing Center McQueen, and Silver Tim. So that's why I said at the beginning of the video, some people aren't exactly thrilled about this case because it has only 2 new releases, both of which are variations, not exactly new cars. But you still have some welcome reissues like Wasabi Mater and Conrad Camber and Kevin Shiftright. So more reissues than case D had, just being pretty much brand new Mater, Cruz and McQueen, and Race Team Luigi and Guido. So this one actually, I don't know. I like this case. It has character to it. Sorry for moving the camera, guys. Got so much on my table now. I'm getting a little flustered. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys over the next few days here for the reviews of both of these cars. We're probably going to start with Silver Tim just because I anticipate him to be a little bit more popular since he is a next gen. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a great weekend. And like I said, I don't have case G on hand, but hopefully I do soon and can review it for you guys. But the March Madness may have to take a little break and kind of transform into some April Madness. We'll see what happens, guys. But for now, bye now. Have a great weekend.